The Holy Gospel according to Luke. Once while Jesus was standing beside the lake of Gennesaret, and the crowd was pressing in on him to hear the word of the Lord, he saw two boats there at the shore of the lake. The fishermen had gone out of them and were washing their nets. Jesus got into one of the boats, the one belonging to Simon, and asked him to put the boat out a little way from the shore. Then Jesus sat down and taught crowds from the boat. When Jesus had finished speaking, he said to Simon, "Put out into deep water and let down your nets for a catch." Simon answered, "Master, we have worked all night long but have caught nothing. Yet, if you say so, I will let down the nets." When they had done this, they caught so many fish that their nets were beginning to break. So they signaled their partners in the other boat to come and help them. And they came and filled both boats so that they began to sink. But when Simon Peter saw it, he fell down at Jesus' knees, saying, "Go away from me, Lord. I am a sinful man." For he and all who were with him were amazed at the catch of the fish that they had taken. And so were James and John, sons of Zebedee, who were partners with Simon. Then Jesus said to Simon, "Do not be afraid. From now on you will be catching people." When they had brought their boats to the shore, they left everything and followed him. The word of the Lord.
Thanks be to God.
Please be seated. Oh, it don't matter what we say. We just say it and it's all good. And God says, yeah, that's Martha's congregation. And I love every one of them. So it's okay. Because I hear, Wilton, you didn't realize how good my hearing is. That comes as a shock to many people, especially at funerals. So last week we heard about, "I am just a boy. You cannot make me go out and do these things." And then we heard in our gospel lesson that the hometown people of Jesus wanted to throw him off a cliff because they did not enjoy what he was preaching. Now this week, we see again one-on-one encounters with God and with Christ. In Isaiah, the Seraphis and the hot coal. Can you imagine a hot coal? So you put those charcoals on and they get that nice whiteness about them, which now means, boy, it's a hot fire. Now put that hot fire to your lips. Could you imagine speaking one word after that? But yet we hear Isaiah say, "Oh, my stars." What is the hot coal that we need to put on our lips? So that when we speak with the words of God and not with the words of hatred or words of a bully or words of ridicule. What will it take for us? What will it take for our fingers to work the keys of our phone or our computers or our tablets or our whatevers that don't punch in words of hate or memes or however that's pronounced, that make fun of a whole nother group of people? What will it take for our fingers not to laugh and push that emoji? To push that emoji that laughs when we read those kinds of posts? What will it take to welcome the ones that are different from us, who think differently than us, who love differently than us? What do we have to put on our mouths and on our hands to keep those out of our life? What do we need to set our brain to even discourage us from the thought of putting those posts out there, or for saying those things in conversation? How do we change our brain to think like the Christ we are to example? We hear from Simon Peter, the fisherman, who doubts Jesus, who says, you know, we've been out there all night, and our nets, as you can see, came back empty, and boy, I just want to go home and go to bed. I don't want to have to do nothing more, Lord. There ain't nothing out there. We can't catch anything. And yet Jesus says, come on, listen to me. Do it one time. Just one time. Do it one time. All right, we're already out here in the water. I guess I'll go out a little farther and I'll drop down these nets that I'm going to have to clean again. Thank you. But here we go. Out he rows, and down goes the nets. Oh, Simon Peter. He cannot believe what is happening. In a body of water that he has been in all night, he captured nothing. But by the word of Jesus, those nets fill. And they fill to a point that they can't even fit in Simon's boat. And he asks for his partners to come and capture the rest of these fish. And even still with two boats, the boats are sinking under the weight of this haul. What will it take for us to throw our net out one more time and to see what Christ puts in it? What will it take for us to fall on our knees and say, Lord God, I am a sinner. I doubted your Son's words. Have mercy on me and forgive me. And Jesus ignores all that. And he says, guess what? You're not going to fish for fish anymore. You're going to fish for people, so let's go on from here. Jesus didn't get caught up in all the, oh, I'm so terrible and horrible and I'm not worthy of even looking at you, Lord. I am sorry, I doubted you. Jesus is like, whatever, let's go on. We've got things to do. So here today I say to you, whatever is on your heart that makes you feel you aren't worthy to go and be and do, let go of it. We got things to do. We've got people to not save, but we've got people to plant seeds in. We've got a community that needs hope and love and care. We've got people in our community who don't feel welcomed anywhere. What do we need to do to leave this place and all that you feel and are fed from here, to take that with you out there, wherever there is? What do we need to do? So God was gracious and He called us back this morning. And He didn't get a busy signal. He has heard your words of praise. And now, if you answer the phone, if you answer His call, He's going to say, yeah. He's going to say what? Go, sir. Go. And if we didn't have all these lovely Valentine's things, we would end the service right now and we would go. I don't know where we go, but we go somewhere together. And we could all go to the casino, onto the floor of the casino, and we could sing. Lord, listen to your children praying. We could go to the casino. We've been to a bar to sing. We sang to Jimmy Dean. He offered us some beer. I love that. But unfortunately, Miss Deb has made us a beautiful Valentine's snacky doodles back there. So we're not going to go yet. But in an hour, that means after you've had coffee. I'm not talking for an hour. But in an hour, you are going to go. Amen.